Today why I think this is the only good place to land on Fortnite. So make sure you watch until the end, as I'm going to reveal the full map location further on in the video. So it's GazmerG here, and don't forget to like, subscribe by clicking the red button below and turn the bell notifications on for alerts about new content going forward. That would be much appreciated. Furthermore to this particular place is located on the top right of where the agency is, and you will notice it is an unnamed place. Notice how I stated it was an unnamed place. Well, for me and a lot of other Fortnite gamers, this is imperative, and it's one of the most important things on Fortnite. You guys will know very well that if you land at large populated areas such as Retail Row and the old tilted towers, you know, the big names of Fortnite, the big areas, you can find yourself in a lot of trouble, and you're basically asking for trouble because you're landing in a very high populated, very common, very good, very sort of loot orientated place, so it does attract a lot of Fortnite players to them particular areas. So the best thing and the best bit of advice that I can give to people, really from my personal experience, is that try and find a place what works for you, and try and find a place what isn't as popular as other places on the game. Now I know that can be very difficult, but in terms of finding one, if you can find an area what provide you with the loot, provide you with the guns, and sort of you've not got a high volume of people landing in that area all at once, you're setting yourself up for a good game and a good sort of chance of winning that particular game, which is the penultimate outcome of Fortnite, and which is the aim of the game. So finding one can be difficult, but if you can find one that works for you, it's a good idea, because you can keep landing there and you can get used to that area individually. Now I like to mix things up sometimes, so you know, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with landing in different parts of the map from time to time, but generally if you can get one what works for you, and a place which you prefer landing out of other places on the map, you'll get good at landing at that place. You'll start to learn different ways and different places of where people land in that area, and it'll just give you that better understanding and that better foundation to actually, you know, do well in that particular game which you're in. Now in terms of loot in this area, I actually like this place myself, because there's a number of options where you can land in this particular area, but the main one being at the top of the bridge at the back of the map. It's like the stairs at sort of the stairs at the back end of where the cars are located. This allows you to gain the immediate high ground on opponents, which again, going back to a lot of gamers on Fortnite, you'll obviously understand how important and how imperative it is to be able to gain that high ground initially, and this area allows you to do that very quickly. So you've basically got a head start straight away when you're landing on this map, if you was to land at the top of the stairs location. Now when you think of it logically, you're giving yourself the best possible chance to win a game on Fortnite if you land at the highest point on the map, which would be the high ground on the stairs or wherever it may be that you land. But the high ground, if you can land at the highest point on the map, you're landing before a lot of other people are landing in that game. You're also getting loot before a lot of people in that game, so you've got an advantage straight away. Now going back to what I said before about in terms of loot, the loot itself on this area is really good. You've got a number of sort of ammo chests, ammo crates, you've got a number of chests on here, which all provide you with adequate loot, adequate guns, and you've also got the house at the back as well on the right hand side. That has got a number of chests in, a number of ammo boxes, and obviously as you can see, you've got all them cars, all the wood, all the trees. You've also got a number of areas outside that just not in a long distance from this area, but just on the outside circumference of this particular place on the map, you've got a number of different areas where you can go and locate materials and guns also. So the actual area itself, for me, is the best, or one of the best areas to land on the map, in my opinion. There's other people out there who believe the same thing as well, but obviously I understand some people may not particularly, who have landed here before, may not enjoy this area. But for me personally, when you weigh up the pros and cons of the area and you actually see what it can offer you in terms of a landing spot, for me it ticks all them boxes, where a lot of other places do tick the boxes maybe, but potentially, like the agency, you know, as I mentioned before, that is a very, very high populated area, and it can get so overpopulated that you can find yourself landing there, and immediately within a matter of seconds, you know, you've been flattened by a guy with a gun, and you know you've got a pistol, or maybe you haven't even got a gun. So this area in general isn't really that populated, and you can find the odd people, as you can see here, where you know, they will enter this area because, you know, they've got the same idea, or they might be running over from the agency. So in terms of that side of things, you know, you do get the odd person, and sometimes, you know, it can be a bit busy, but you know, there's always places on the map which are busy, and then sometimes they're not, and so it's about finding that happy medium to basically, you know, find a place that works for you in general. So there's campfires as well, which can make you can help you regen if you was to get some damage throughout the starting point. But generally, I love this area, I really do. So finally, another really good thing which I found with this area as well is it's central to the map, so you have more chance of being in the first circles without even moving, or just moving a few feet. Whereas if you was on the outskirts, you can find yourself, or in another area, you can find yourself walking a long way to get in a circle, which obviously can result in you getting killed. So this area in particular, because it's a central area, you normally or usually very close to getting in any of the circles which appear. Not always, it's not 100%, but generally the area it is on the map, if a circle appears or the storm is getting close to you, generally you're only a few feet away, or sometimes you're even in the circle. And I have found myself in games like this where I've landed here and I've been in all three circles throughout the game, and it's basically minimising your chance of being killed. As you all well know, when you're trying to travel across the map and you're trying to get out of the storm, or you're trying to get away from the storm and actually get in the allocated circle, you really are putting yourself at risk of being spotted or being eliminated or engaging in battles too much. Now obviously everybody wants to engage in battles, but sometimes you can find yourself getting roped into things that you don't necessarily want to be roped into. Gives you that option to be able to get into battles, but at the same time it keeps you away from battles when and as you need to be away from them, sort of thing. Now you don't want to be engaging in battles 24/7. You need time to find loot, find mats, so you need to find that all round place what's going to provide you with that actual service in general. So let me know what you think of this place, guys. Don't forget to comment in the description as well. I'd like to know what your thoughts and feelings are on this, and have you ever landed here before? Is it a popular place for you? Is it something that you use regular already? Because if you do, it'd be great to find out. It'd be much appreciated, because then we can, if we can share and sort of give people more ideas on where to land in Fortnite, it'd be an absolute great, tip and a great piece of advice, because I know it is a big topic amongst people, where to land and, you know, where's the best place to land, especially with a new season just coming out as well. You know, particular areas and certain areas on the map can be very, very busy, and it can get rather annoying over time if you're playing it for quite a while. So in terms of giving people that advice, you know, it is really, really helpful to people, and even myself as well. If you guys have got anywhere where, you know, you land, and apart from this area, and you think it's really, you know, comment in the comments, guys. I'd love to know, you know, and find out a bit about where people are landing, because, you know, it'll open new avenues up for myself as well in terms of the game. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. So if you're looking to improve on Fortnite and you're struggling to find a new place, I'd really, really recommend trying this area. Just try it and see what you think. And obviously, as I say, you know, put your comments below and let us know what you're finding. And I hope it works for you. And as you can see there, I've put the map up on the screen as well. I've put the actual map location up, so you can see where it's located on the map, just above the agency. So I hope it works for you guys. Let us know. Make sure to like and subscribe by clicking the red button below. We'll also turn the bell notifications on for more content. And I really, really do, guys, hope this works for you. I know a lot of people have trouble with finding a good map location, so I hope it works for you. Thank you.